Go back to relaxing. Okay.
I'm 3-year-old. Never relaxed.
Okay. Bring yourself to a comfortable seated position. Close your eyes down if you feel comfortable enough to. Try and put a small bend in your elbows just so you're not bringing your ears up towards your shoulders. And then just close the eyes. Take the attention towards your breath. And if you can, start to elongate your breath. Notice every time you inhale, the crown of your head growing taller towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, your hips grounding onto the floor, onto your cushion or whatever you're sat on. Just take a few more moments here trying to elongate that breath, especially at the exhalation. And then when you feel ready, start to blink your eyes open. And then we're just going to take the shoulders up towards the ears as you inhale. So as you inhale, bring your shoulders up, come onto the fingertips on your knees. As you exhale, squeeze the elbows, squeeze the shoulders in towards each other at the back and bring them all the way down. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, bring them up. Exhale, squeeze them in at the back and roll them all the way down. Last time, inhale and exhale. We're just going to do a bit of arm work. I want to make sure that your wrists are fully warmed up because we're going to do a lot of plank position, and I just want to make sure that you've got like warmed up wrists enough. So bring your hands onto your knees again. As you inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Take your gaze with your hands as you get to the top, palms together. As you exhale, bring your hands all the way down to your chest at heart center, elbows out to the side. 2 more times. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders in towards each other at the back. Arms lift up, take the gaze with you. Exhale, bring the prayer to your heart. Last time. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands to a prayer. And now interlace the fingers. As you inhale, press the hands away from each other, turn the palms out. And then as you exhale, take your belly button towards your spine. Push through the hands. Inhale, come up, raise the arms up. And then exhale, bring the hands back down. Bring your belly button towards your spine, round the top of the spine. Inhale, raise the arms up. Last time. Exhale, press the hands away, rounding the back, chin towards the chest. Last time, inhale, raise the arms up, let go of the hands and bring the arms down either side. Interlace your hands again. We're just going to take some movement, making a kind of wave shape with the wrists. And then back the opposite way, if you can. And then take the hands out in front of you, flex the fingers, hold on to your right fingertips, pull them back towards you, and then push them down. Just do that a few more times. As you inhale, pull the fingers towards you, exhale, hand comes down, inhale, push it back, inhale, fingertips down to the floor. Swap the hands over, inhale, pull the fingertips towards you, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up. Last time, exhale down. I just want you to take some shakes with your hands, so shake the fingers out flick your fingers like you're flicking some water or casting a spell. And that's it, great. So move the pillow or anything you're sitting on to one side. We're going to come onto our hands and knees. So I want you to have your knees below your hips, your wrists below your shoulders, knees hip distance apart, shoulders, wrists shoulder width apart. When we're in this position, we're going to start with a nice neutral spine. So I want you to have your spine nice and straight. Try not to let the belly hang down and try not to curve through the spine as well. We're going to just take a few rounds of our normal cat-cow. So as you inhale, put a small bend in the elbows, lift the chest, look up, tailbone lifts. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, chin towards the chest, look between your knees. 3 more times, inhale, look up. Exhale, tuck the chin. Inhale, come forwards, lift the chest, look forwards, belly towards the floor. Exhale, belly towards the spine, look between the knees, chin towards the chest, press through the hands. Last time. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, take your gaze between your knees, rounding the spine. Inhale, come back to a nice flat back. We're going to take our, you know how we normally do balancing cat-cow. So we're going to inhale, extend one arm and one leg. So opposites, so you can do the right and the left. Stretch the fingers and stretch the heel away from each other so you're making a nice straight line. As you exhale, bring your knee towards your elbow. Take your gaze towards your knee. Inhale, stretch it out. Try not to let the belly button hang down. Exhale, bring the elbow towards the knee. 2 more times. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Last time, stretch it out. Bring it in, exhale. Drop the hand and the knee down. Just going to take the hips back towards the heels, stretch the fingertips out in front of you, bring your chin towards the ground or your forehead. Settling into child's pose. And then inhale, press into the hands, come back into your tabletop position. Again, just check in with the spine, make sure you're not letting your belly hang down, you're not rounding through the spine. And we'll take the same on the other side. Inhale, extend the left hand and the right foot. Exhale, elbow to knee, round the spine. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend, look forwards. Exhale, take your gaze towards your knee. Last time, inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Again, drop the knee and the hand down. Going to come back into child's pose, reach the fingertips forwards. You can open up the knees as much as you need to. You can get the chest in contact with the floor. Take 2 deep breaths here. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. 1 more inhale and exhale. Press into the hands. We're going to lower all the way down onto the mat this time. So move your hips from side to side. Press the top of your feet into the floor. I want you to bend your elbows, bringing your elbow crease underneath your shoulder. Place your hands flat onto the mat, so forearms and fingertips all pressing into the mat. Try and bring your belly button in towards your spine again, so you're not just flexing from your lower back, so try and pull that in. I want you to inhale, raise the chest up, look forwards. Exhale, chin towards chest, look down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chin towards the chest. Inhale, look up. And last time, chin towards the chest. And then fold the arms in front of you, just bring your forehead to your arms. Take a couple of breaths here, again, shake out the hips if you want to. then we're going to come into plank position from here. So come back into your tabletop position with a nice flat back. You're going to keep the hands underneath the shoulders. Take one foot back and then the other foot back into your plank position. Again, try not to let the belly button, try not to let the bum and your belly button hang down towards the floor. Engage through the core, pull your belly button in towards your spine, press through the hands into the shoulders. Try not to let your shoulders come up towards your ears. And then as you exhale, we're going to just come into our first downward facing dog. So untuck the toes, make sure your feet are hip width apart, and then if you want to, you can just take some alternate knee bends, straightening one leg, bending the opposite knee. Press through the hands so that you've got the whole of the palm in contact with the mat. Take your gaze between your feet. And then when you feel comfortable, we're just going to take 3 breaths in downward facing dog. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to move a bit more dynamically. So we're going to come from our downward facing dog. Inhale, come forwards into our plank. Exhale, back into downward facing dog. Inhale, come forwards to your plank. Take your gaze forwards, keeping your neck in line with your spine. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last time, inhale to plank. This time look over your left shoulder, then look over your right shoulder, and exhale to downward facing dog. Now walk your left foot into the center of the mat. Inhale and extend the right leg up to the ceiling. That's it. Exhale and bend your knee so you're bringing your right foot towards your left shoulder blade if you can. So you're turning the hip out to the side. Look underneath your right shoulder. And then inhale, extend the leg back out to the ceiling. Make sure your hip point's facing down. Exhale and bring the foot in between the hands. Drop the back knee down. Inhale and look up. That's it, you've got it. There you go. Inhale and look up. Exhale, bring your hands down. We're going to bring the foot back. Inhale, sweep the leg back up. Exhale, bring the foot down to the floor. Now walk your right foot into the center of the mat. Inhale and take the left leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, bringing the foot towards the shoulder, opening up the hip to the side of the room. Look underneath your left shoulder. Take a breath here. And as you inhale, straighten the leg back out, hip point facing down. Exhale, bring the foot in between the hands. Drop the knee down to the floor. Inhale and look up. You can bring the arms up this time if you want. Exhale, hands come either side of the front foot. Tuck the back toes. Sweep the left leg up as you inhale, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Come forwards and drop to your knees. Take your toes together, open up the knees and come back into child's pose. Just take a few breaths there. Tuck your toes, come back into downward facing dog, and then step your right hand behind your right wrist, your left hand behind your left foot behind your left wrist. Turn the toes out slightly and we're just going to come into our Malasana squat. So if you want to pop something underneath your heels, feel free to do that, or you can just stay onto your tiptoes. Nothing wrong with that. Just try and keep the crown of the head reaching towards the ceiling. Place the hands onto the floor. bring your feet towards each other and then slowly roll all the way up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Last thing to come up is the head, chin in line, parallel to the floor. I'm just going to move my camera up now. You doing okay with the sideways view?
Yeah, it's fine. It's more just me when I'm kind of, because my camera angle's not the best.
That's all right, I can see you, I can see what you're doing.
Hang on. I wasn't very good in the downward facing dog at my shoulders and ankles. Shoulders and ankles? Wrists.
Shoulders and wrists. Do you want to just come back onto your hands and knees and we can warm up the wrist a little bit more just to make sure that you're not going to do any injuries?
I think I'm just not very strong.
I think it's probably just where you're typing all day, probably.
Yeah, so...
Come back onto your hands and knees. Bring your fingertips so they're facing forwards. We're just going to move the weight, so move your shoulders over your wrists and then come back. Bring your hips back towards your heels. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale, bring your bum back towards your heels. I'm going to do this 3 more times. Inhale, bringing the weight forwards. Exhale, taking it back. Come forwards. Back. 2 more times. And then come back into the tabletop position. Bring your hands so that your fingers are facing sideways. So both all your fingertips on each hand are facing the side of the mat. And then just take some rocks side to side. And then bring the hands so that the fingers are facing forwards again, and then flip one hand so that the fingers are facing towards the knee. So the inside of your wrist is facing away from you. And then again, just take some gentle movements, bringing the weight forwards and back. But don't do anything that feels like it's pinching or too uncomfortable. It's just to kind of warm up the joint. And then bring that hand forwards, bring the other hand back. Same thing, just rocking forwards and backwards with the breath. Okay, bring both hands forwards. So when we continue through the 2 sequences that we've got, there's a few planks in there. When we get to the plank positions that we're going to hold, we'll either be in a regular plank, we're also going to come to a side plank like this, but for either one, if it feels too much on your wrist, just let me know and we can go down onto forearms. So you're still getting the same benefits, but giving the wrists a little bit of a break. So see how you go, but just don't put too much pressure on if it feels really uncomfortable. Okay, come to the top of your mat. We're going to start, as we always do, in Tadasana mountain pose. Bring your toes to touch, ankles to touch. Spread the toes out onto the mat. Try and engage all of the muscles in the legs, so bringing up your thighs, calves. Place the hands forwards. Try and bring your belly button towards your spine. Inhale, bring the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, squeeze them in at the back, roll them all the way down. One more time, inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, bring them down and back. Again, inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, take the gaze with you, palms touch. Exhale, we're folding forwards from the hips. You can bend the knees as much as you need to get the hands in contact with the mat. We're going to inhale, fingertips onto the knees or onto the shins, look forwards with a flat back. Exhale, folding all the way down. Hands onto the mat, step the right foot back, join with the left foot into plank. Exhale, bring the knees, the chest and the chin down, bending the elbows, keeping them tightly tucked in towards the body. Inhale, raise the chest up, take your gaze up. Exhale, come down, take the heels towards the hips into child's pose. Take a breath here. And then inhale, come forwards into tabletop, tuck the toes, exhale and come into downward facing dog. So if you want to in downward facing dog, you can pedal out the legs a little bit more. Also in downward facing dog, if your wrists feel really uncomfortable in down dog, you can just either fold your mat up, so you place your fingertips onto the folded section of your mat, so you've got a little bit of elevation for your hands to reduce the angle that your wrists are at. So see if that helps at all as well. Let's come back into downward facing dog. Bring your left foot into the center of the mat. Inhale and bring the right leg up again. Exhale, bend the knee, bring the right foot towards the left shoulder blade. Open up the hip to the side. Take an inhale and straighten the leg back out. Exhale, bring your foot in between your hands. We're going to straighten the back leg, bending the front knee. Front knee is at a 90-degree angle. Inhale and raise the arms up. You're in a high lunge. Exhale, bring your hands onto your hips. Just make sure both hip points are facing forwards. So you may want to bring your left hip forwards, your right hip back. Take another 2 breaths here. Inhaling, bringing the arms up. As you exhale, I want you to bend the back knee, bringing it down towards the mat. Inhale, straighten the back leg. Exhale, bend the back knee. Inhale, straighten. 2 more times. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Last time. Inhale, exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bring the hands down onto the mat. Step your back foot in, bring your back baby toe to the edge of the mat. We're going to come up with our hands on our hips, inhale, and then as you exhale, I want you to fold forwards just halfway, so bring your chest parallel to the floor. Inhale and bring the body up, pressing through both edges of both feet. Exhale, fold forwards, keeping the chest parallel to the floor. Last time, inhale, come up. Exhale, fold forwards. And this time, if you want to, you can fold over that front leg. Just try not to round the spine too much. So if you need to, you can stay with your hands on your hips, or you can use your one block with both fingertips on. Now, I'm just going to shimmy back a bit. We're going to inhale, come up, hands onto hips. I want you to bend your front knee slightly, toes facing forward, so ground through that front foot, and then inhale, raise the back leg up, straighten the standing leg. Hip points both facing down, you're in warrior 3. Take 2 breaths here. Keep your gaze forwards, you want a nice straight line from the top of your head to the heel of your foot. On your 3rd inhalation, bring the knee in towards the chest. Hug your knee in towards your chest. Take the left knee with your right hand. Try and take your left arm back behind you. Try and take your gaze with the hand. That's it, you've got it, well done. Inhale, bring the hand back to the knee. Hug the knee back into the chest. And we're going to inhale, extend the leg back out. Take the hands with you. Exhale, foot comes to the floor, you're back into a high lunge. So inhale, bring the arms up. We're going to do that 2 more times. So inhale, bring the arms forwards over the bent knee. Lift the foot up, exhale. Inhale, bring the knee in towards the chest. Exhale, we're going to take it back. Inhale, place the foot back down and sweep the arms up. High lunge. That's it, you got it. Exhale, bring the hands forward.
I had a very bad landing.
Doesn't matter. Lift the back foot up, take the hands behind. Inhale, bring the knee in towards the chest. Exhale, extend the leg back out. Try and keep your hip points facing down. And then inhale, foot comes down, sweep the arms up. Last, high lunge. We're going to sweep the arms down either side of the front foot. Step the right foot back, drop to our knees, chest and chin, keeping the elbows tucked in. Inhale to upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, come all the way down. Take the hips back towards the heels, child's pose for a second. Inhale, come forwards to tabletop. Exhale, tuck the toes, coming into downward facing dog. An inverted V. Every time you inhale, taking the hips a little bit higher up towards the ceiling. Every time you exhale, bringing your chest a little bit further towards the mat. That's it, you've got it, well done. Tony, try and bring your belly button in towards your spine a little bit if you can. That's it, you've got it. Okay, we're going to do the same on the left side. So walk your right foot into the centre of the mat at the back. Inhale and lift the left leg up. Exhale, bend the left knee, taking the foot towards the right shoulder. Take your gaze underneath your armpit, opening up the knee to the ceiling. Inhale, extend the leg back behind you, hip points facing down. Inhale, bring the foot in between your hands. We're setting up for a high lunge position. So back foot is tucked, back leg is nice and straight, front knee is bent over the ankle. Inhale and bring the arms up. Exhale, fingertips onto the hips. Make sure both hip points are facing forwards. Again, here you may want to bring the right hip forwards and left hip back. Okay, inhale and bring the arms up. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale and bend the back knee. Inhale, straighten the back leg. Come up. Exhale, bend the back knee. Inhale, straighten. 2 more times. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Take an inhale at the top. As you exhale, bring your hands either side of your front foot. Step your right foot in a little bit, bringing your right baby toe to the edge of the mat so the foot's slightly turned out. Inhale, bring your hands onto your hips. Front foot is in the center of the mat, facing forwards. Square your hips to the front of the mat. That's it, you've got it. Inhale and raise the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands onto hips, fold forwards. Bringing your chest in line with the mat. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. 2 more times. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. And then this time as you fold, you can take your fingertips either side of the front foot, folding over that front leg, but trying not to round the spine, or you can just stay with the hands on the hips or fingertips on the block. We're going to bend the knee, front knee slightly, so just soften it. Inhale, extend the back leg, coming back into warrior 3 on the opposite side. So straighten the leg out. Push through the back heel, hip points facing down. Inhale and bring the knee in towards the chest. Stay here for a breath. Taking the left hand round the outside of the right knee. Inhale, extend the right arm out to the side, looking over your shoulder, if you can. Exhale, bring the hand back to the knee, taking your gaze with the hand. Okay, we're going to go back into that high lunge warrior 3 flow. So take an inhale here. As you exhale, extend the back leg. Inhale, drop the foot down, raise the arms up. Exhale, fold forwards over the front knee. Bring the foot up. Inhale, knee comes in towards the chest. Exhale, extend the leg back behind you, warrior 3. Inhale, foot touches down, arms raise up, high level lunge. Last time, fold forwards over the knee, stretch the arms out. Exhale, foot comes up. Inhale, knee in towards the chest, hold on to the knee. Exhale, extend back into warrior three. Stretch the foot away from the top of your head. Inhale, foot touches down, arms reach up, high level lunge. Exhale, hands come either side of the front foot. Step your right foot to join your left foot, fold over the legs. If you want to, you can interlace your hands. You can either interlace your hands behind your back, or you can interlace your hands behind your head if your neck feels tight. Or you can take hold of either elbow behind your head, whatever feels good. Take a few breaths there. And then when you're ready, just bring the fingertips either side of it onto the floor in front of you and just bend the knees, straighten one leg, bend the other. And then inhale, raise the arms up ahead of you, hook to your thumbs, exhale, hands in prayer at your heart center. You okay?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Inhale, sweep the arms back up, look to your thumbs. Exhale, we're going to fold over the legs again. Inhale, fingertips to knees or to shins, look forwards with a flat back. Exhale, fold all the way down, bend the knees as much as you need to. Step the right foot back, join with the left foot into plank position. Exhale, drop your knees, your chin and your chest, keeping your elbows tucked in. Inhale, raise the chest up, look forwards, shoulders roll back, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, come all the way down. Take your hips towards your heels, take a breath in child's pose. Come back into tabletop position as you inhale, as you exhale, downward facing dog. As you inhale, bring your right foot up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, bring your knee towards your nose, around your spine. Inhale, stretch it back up, one-legged dog. Exhale, bend your knee, bring your weight forwards and bringing the knee towards your right elbow. Let it touch. Inhale, raise the leg back up, one-legged dog. Exhale, this time bring the knee in towards the chest and then take it over to the left elbow, taking a twist. Inhale, take it back up. Exhale, this time knee to nose and step the foot in between the hands. Turn your left foot out so it's parallel to the back of the mat. Inhale and bring the arms up, bend the front knee, coming into warrior two.
I can't get my...
Couldn't get your leg.
I can't get my...
Pick it up with your hand, you're all right. That's it. Stretch your arms out.
Is that right that I'm back to front?
Yeah, you're right. You're totally right. Stretch your arms out as far as you can. Look over your front middle finger. Bend your front knee, making sure the knee isn't falling in, and press through the outer edges of the back foot. Bring the belly button in towards the spine. Take an inhale here and exhale. And on your next inhalation, straighten the front leg, bring the hands up overhead to touch. That's it. Exhale, bend the front knee, stretch the arms out again, warrior two. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, hands touch overhead. Exhale, stretch it out. Inhale, palms touch overhead. Last time. Exhale, warrior two. Gonna inhale, keep the arms stretching out, but straighten the front leg. Take an exhale. Now as you inhale, reach forwards as far as you can, hinging from the hips. Exhale, bring your fingertips to the inside of your ankle or onto your shin, whatever feels comfortable to you. Take your left fingertips to your left shoulder, turn the left shoulder back, and then inhale, extend the left arm up to the ceiling. Take your gaze up towards your left hand, push your hips forwards. You want to be in a nice straight line from the top of your head to the outer edges of your left foot. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, we're going to reach forwards again, moving with one breath, fingertips to shin. Reach the arm up. Inhale, come up, straight arms, straight legs. Exhale, reach forwards, fingertips to shin. Inhale and sweep the arm up for the last time. Exhale, bring both hands either side of your front foot and pivot onto your back foot. You're going to place the hands onto the mat, so bend the knee as much as you need to. We're going to step the right foot back, and now we're in our plank position. So we're going to stay here for one breath. And then we're going to place the right hand in the center of the mat, roll over, so that you can either roll over so that you bring the outer edge of your right foot in front of your left foot.
I'm just going to watch it for a minute.
That's all right.
Okay.
Or if that feels too much, you can come down onto your forearm. So stay here for a breath. One more. And then I want to just see if you can challenge to bring your top leg up. So bring both feet so that they're touching each other. So one stacked on top of the other. See if you can lift your left leg up. Doesn't matter if you can't. No? That's okay.
Hang on. Do you know what? If I did it on I'm going to try it on my elbow.
Yeah, try it on your elbow. That's absolutely fine. So bring the elbow.
I know it's not the same on a side plank.
No, it's fine. Bring your forearm so it's parallel to the front of the mat, to the top of the mat. And then come back into your plank. You can bring your hand to your hip if that's easier as well, rather than reaching the arm up. That's it. You did it. Well done. Roll over onto the front.
It's very hard.
Come back into downward facing dog. I would just take 2 breaths here. Inhale, raise the hips up. Exhale, chest comes towards the mat. One more inhale. And exhale. Now bring the left foot into the center of the mat. Inhale and extend the right leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, bend the knee, bringing the foot towards the opposite shoulder again. And then as you inhale, straighten out the leg. Exhale, bring the knee towards the nose, and then step your foot so that it comes to the left side of your mat, so it's coming outside of your mat. Pivot your left foot so that the edge of the left foot comes parallel to the back of the mat. Inhale and reach the arm up. So we're kind of in this is called fallen triangle, but we're almost in a bit of a plank position, but with the foot to stabilize. Opening up the chest to the side. Yeah, you got it. And then sweep your left hand back down. Inhale, tuck your knee up into your chest again. Inhale and extend it back to the ceiling. Foot back to the floor into downward facing dog. Okay, we're going to go on the left side. So right foot into the center of the mat. Inhale, raise the left. One sec. This will be the last hard push. Inhale, raise the left leg up to the ceiling, hip points facing down. Exhale, bring the knee in towards the nose, touch the knee with your nose if you can. Inhale, extend it back up to the ceiling, hip points facing down. Exhale, bring your elbow to your knee. Inhale, stretch it back up again. Exhale, bring your knee to your opposite elbow this time. Inhale, stretch it back out again. And now inhale, bring the foot in between the hands. Turn your right foot out this time. Inhale and spin the arms up, coming into warrior 2. Front knee is bent, back leg is straight. Push through the outer edges of the back leg. Is it easy if I'll just mirror you again, just so you can see me front on. Okay. In our warrior.
You've got me there. That's not what you need.
That's fine. You've got me in the same position. Stretch your arms out as much as you can. Look over your front middle finger. Bend the front knee so it's in line with the shin. Now we're going to inhale, raise the arms up overhead. Exhale, bend the knees, stretch the arms out, take the gaze forwards. Inhale, gaze comes up, palms touch. Exhale, extend the arms, gaze comes forwards. Last time, inhale, palms come overhead. Exhale, stretch them out. Look over your front middle finger. Inhale and straighten the front leg. Adjust your back foot if you need to. If you need to turn your foot in more, that feels more comfortable on your hips. Take an inhale. As you exhale, reach forwards, fingertips to shin or to the inside of your ankle. Reach the arm up. You can bring your hand towards your shoulder and turn it back. Reach the arm up. Bring the hips forwards. Shoulder should be in line from the side. You want a nice straight line from the top of your head to the outer edge of your foot. Inhale, we're going to come up. Exhale, we're going to reach back forwards, fingertips to the shin, reach the arm up, look to the top hand. Inhale, come up, straight arms, straight legs. Last time, exhale, reach forwards, fingertips to the shin, reach the arm up. And then last time, inhale, come up, exhale, bend the front knee, bring both hands either side of the front foot, step the left foot back this time, you're back into your plank position. So up to you whether you want to do it on your forearms again or you want to try on your hands. Either is absolutely fine. So take one breath in your plank position, keep your neck in line with your spine, so try not to let your head hang down. Bring your left hand into the center of the mat. You can turn the feet so that you've got your right foot behind your left foot. Inhale and extend the arm up. Press your hips up so you almost want to make a banana shape. You all good?
It's a side one. That's a bugger.
It's a killer, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then if you want to, you can try lifting the leg. If not, we'll try it next week.
I've crashed and burned.
Okay. Roll over onto your plank. Exhale and take it back into downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths here to reset. Bring your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, take the hips up towards the ceiling. Exhale, chest comes down. 1 more breath in. And 1 more breath out. Bring your right foot into the center of the mat. Inhale and raise the left foot up towards the ceiling. Exhale. Bring your knee in towards your nose. Take the foot in between the extended arm and leg. Turn your back foot so it's parallel to the edge of the mat. Come into fallen triangle.
The side stitch.
Oh, have you got a side stitch? Okay.
That needs practice.
Well, we can do it again. We'll go over it again with a little bit of a modification as well.
Oh, that will not give it up. Just not happening today.
That's fine. It's always the way. Sometimes it's the same with balances. Sometimes it's fine. Sometimes you just feel like the day's not the right day for it.
My car's not very strong though, so that's why I wanted to do it, because I need to get
it's really good to just keep trying, and like the more you do it, the stronger you'll get. So we'll do it again.
Yeah. I couldn't do balancing, and I thought, to be fair, I'm not great, but
your balance has like massively improved, so that's really positive.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on to, I'll face forwards. I might as well face forwards now. Come onto your bottom. Just going to take a nice passive forward fold. So inhale, raise your arms up.
I'm not putting enough room away.
Yeah, that's fine. Face sideways. Exhale, fold forwards, just folding from your hips. So keep the top of your arms in line with your ears, and we're just going to fold as far as you can without rounding your spine. So I'm not expecting you to be touching your toes or anything at this point. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, fold again. Take your gaze towards your toes. 2 more times. Inhale, reach up, reach through the tip of the fingers. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, reach up. Last time, fold down. And if you want to, you can bring your fingertips either side of your legs on the mat, or you can take hold of your 2 big toes. Still keeping the chest forwards. If you're holding onto your toes, bend the elbows out towards the sides. Trying to bring your chest onto your thighs. Inhale and come all the way up. Bring your foot so that you want to be kind of like this. So it's not right in towards your groin, it's here. And then we're going to do the same thing. Inhale, reach up. This time, if you can take hold of your foot. If not, again, you can just keep the fingertips onto the floor. Inhale and raise the fingertips up. Now I'm going to get you to place your foot to the inside of your leg. I'm going to take a nice side stretch. So bring your fingertips onto either your shin or your ankle, or you can take hold of your toe. Inhale and raise the arm up.
I'm gonna move you there a minute. Alright.
Alright.
Now I can see.
Got a good view? So stretch the arm up, other arm, that's it, you got it. And then just try and keep your upper arm in line with your ear. Take the gaze up towards your top hand. Inhale and come up. We're going to do the dreaded wide-legged stretch as well. So again, doesn't matter how far forwards you fall, we can just stay in it for a couple of breaths, just working forwards. So start with a nice straight spine. Inhale and just walk the fingertips forwards. Try and keep your shoulders away from your ears. Keep your toes up and your heels down. And just keep trying to work your way forward, so you can walk your fingertips forwards. As you stay in the posture for if you stayed in it for a couple of minutes, you'd definitely be further down. We won't stay in it for that long though this time. And then inhale, bring the fingers back up. Bring the knees into the chest. Actually, bring the feet so they're hip width apart or mat width apart, and we're just gonna windshield wipe them out to the sides just to release any tension. And then we're gonna keep the opposite leg extended. Bring the foot in towards. There you go. Inhale and reach up. Exhale and reach forward, so you can take hold of the foot. You can just bring your fingertips either side of your leg.
That's so weird. That one, I can do that without issue. The other one,
Yeah.
it's like a prop.
That definitely, I mean, it's the same with balance. I can always balance so much better on my right leg than my left leg.
Strange, isn't it?
It is. Inhale and come all the way up. We did one more, didn't we? Bring the opposite foot into the inside of your crotch. Stretch the leg out towards the side. Bring the fingertips onto the shin or onto the ankle or to your toes. Turn your chest out to the side. Bring the opposite hand to the shoulder, and then reach the arm up and over, keeping the top of your arm in line with your ear. Take your gaze to your top hand. And then inhale, come up. Just take one twist here. So bring whichever foot over the opposite leg. You can tuck the other foot behind you, or you can just leave that leg there, whatever feels comfy. Get it tucked. Inhale and raise the arm up. Exhale, you can either hold onto the knee or hook the elbow over. Look over your shoulder. Every time you inhale, try and take a little bit more length through the crown of your head, and as you exhale, try and twist the top part of the torso a little bit further round. And then inhale, come back. Bring the opposite hand, bring the same hand to the same foot and just take a derotation. And we're just going to swap the legs over. Inhale, extend the arm up. Exhale, you can hold onto the knee. Hook the elbow, turn the gaze over the shoulder, and again inhale, extend, lifting, exhale, twisting. One more time, inhale, lengthening, and exhale, twisting. Inhale back to center, take hold of the foot with the same hand, and just rotate back around the other way. And then come back to center. Have you got time for a bridge?
I've got a block, so yeah.
Cool. Okay, I'll talk you through it. So you know what you're doing anyway, but
Wiggle down a bit.
lay down.
I don't whack myself on the head.
Bring your feet in towards your hips.
Sorry, I've started clipping my hair. Smell that.
Try and make sure that your toes are facing forwards. Bring your arms either side of your body, pressing the hands and the arms into the mat. And then as you inhale, start to bring the tailbone off the floor, then the lower back, the upper back, up towards the shoulders, and then try and roll your shoulders underneath you. That's it, you've got it. And then if you can, interlace your hands underneath you. You can slide the block under now, perfect. That's it, you've got it. Just stay here for 5 breaths. So where we've done all that work on the core, this is really nice posture to just stretch everything out towards the end on the front body. And then if you feel ready, slightly lift the hips up, slide the block away, and then I want you to start by lowering the top of your back, your mid back, your lower back, and then the last thing to touch down is a tailbone. Bring your knees in towards your chest, bring one knee in to begin with, and then the other knee. Hold on to the knees. If you want to rock up and down or back or side to side, go for it. And then bring your knees in towards your armpits. That's it. Hold on to your knees from behind with your like forearms. No, hook your forearms underneath your knees, so the back of your knees. That's it. But yeah, that's it, you've got it. You can do it from the outside if you want, if that's more comfy, but that's fine as well. There you go, perfect.
Okay, sorry, it's being special.
Okay, try and lower your tailbone back down onto the mat, just as when you're in this position, that automatically lifts up. And then release the posture. Bring your knees back into your chest, just hug them tight one last time. And then slowly extend one leg onto the floor, joining with the other. Let your feet fall out. You can either bring your hands so that they're alongside your body but your palms are facing up towards the ceiling, or if you want to, you can keep one hand just slightly below your diaphragm and one hand below your belly button, or in between your diaphragm and your belly button, and the other one below. That's it. We're going to come into Savasana now, so try and focus on your breathing. Don't try and control your breathing in any way, just let the breathing be natural, but just check in and see how it is now, whether you feel like it's any calmer or just how it is. Nothing's good or bad. If you keep your focus on your breath, the chances are that it will leave less room for other thoughts that come into the mind during this couple of minutes. And if you do get those extra thoughts coming in, just let them come in, notice what they are, but try not to engage with them, so just let them float by. Feel ready, bring the awareness back to your fingers and your toes. So start to move, bring some movement back into those areas just to begin with. Stretch your arms out above your head if you can. Don't worry if you can't, if you haven't got any room. Take a nice stretch from the tip of your fingers to the tip of your toes. Bring one knee into your chest. Bring the other knee in to join. Take a moment here. And then when you feel ready, roll onto either side depending on what feels more comfy. And then slowly come up to a seated position. Bring your hands back onto your knees, shoulders away from the ears. We're just going to inhale, bring the arms up, take the gaze with your hands, exhale, bring your hands to a prayer, Anjali Mudra at your heart center. Bow the head, namaste, thank you very much.
Namaste, thank you. Sorry, I was rubbish.